You can find keywords on Google and they will show you actual data for free. So a lot of these tools like Marmalades, eRank, whichever one, they're not associated with Google and they're not associated with Etsy. So their search volume is a very broad estimate because they simply can't access that data. Well, Google can. So we're gonna do it the professional way and we're gonna create a Google Ads account. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you step by step how to do this and it's free. So the first thing is you go to Google Ads website and you just click create an account and then you're gonna come to this page. After that, you switch to expert mode. And that is because we're experts, but also because that way you don't need to spend more money. So if you don't switch to the expert account, then you need to create your first campaign. But once you are in the expert mode, you can skip campaign creation and just not pay for this. So we're gonna go choose your billing country, submit. This really doesn't matter. And then after that, we can explore our account. Our account has been created. Magic. So now we can actually use a keyword tool. We're gonna go to tools and settings, and over here, we're gonna choose a keyword planner. This allows us to see the search volume. That means how many people are actually searching for this particular keyword. So it is very nice to know. I usually start from Etsy, but if you already know the keywords you're looking for, so let's say you have some product ideas, you can just go ahead and type in digital planner. We're gonna change the language to English and we're gonna go for products worldwide because it's just, more data. And then we're gonna get results. So digital planner is incredibly competitive. There's also a lot of searches. And I will disagree with people that say that you shouldn't go to a niche that's very competitive. It really depends. So it is nice to know that the niche itself is competitive, that people are looking for this, that people need this. But then the important part is that you choose long tail keywords, basically just longer keywords, and focus on those that have lower competition. So here you can see that, for example, free digital planner is low competition, which makes sense. But even if you look at the top bid page, it's not cheap. I mean, it's from 46 per click to almost €2 per click. So it's not cheap and it's in high demand. In this case, when I see that it's low competition, when I want this product, I will create a free digital planner, and I would even go ahead here once I find the keyword I like. I'm gonna go free digital planner, get results, and see what else can I do. So I have now a lot of keywords to choose from, and I'm actually gonna go click here for average monthly searches and make sure that these ones are the top ones. So these are all the keywords I want to focus on, and by the way, you can download this. So you can download keyword ideas, and I prefer to do that. So we're gonna create this Google Sheets account and just add it to our Gmail, because it's easier for me to sort through the data and have it all in one place. So I was preparing the report because it's huge. Then I can click open sheet. And one other thing I love to do. So first of all, I'm gonna delete this because the statistics are good, but I don't need this information personally. And then I select everything and I'm gonna create a filter. So you just click here, filter has been created. Now I can choose to see from A to Z, so I can sort them out. And the beauty is that now the average monthly searches are way more exact. That's the word, I don't know, but you get the idea. You can see the average monthly searches better. So in Google, I can only see the average. Once you download, you see the actual numbers. So now I can really know which ones I need to focus on. And again, this one. Again, it's still an average, so it's not the exact number. Google stopped showing the exact number, unfortunately, but they used to before, and some accounts still see it. But we have something that we can work with. Then we also can pay attention to the 3-month changes. So for example, as you can see, this one is growing pretty quickly. So then it's obviously something I want to pay attention to, because it's probably a good idea right now, and probably later it could become more competitive. For example, this one as well. This one I would be careful because we see that it's declining a little bit, but again, they all have low competition. We can also check the high competition. Well, some of them will have unknown, but we have medium and actually a high. There's no high competition for this keyword, so we could also go for this one. So first things first, I would go here and I would focus on these keywords. And now what do you do with them? So one of the things you could do if you create especially a free planner, you can add it to your TikTok. So you are collecting newsletter subscribers with these free planners. And then from your newsletter, you send them to your Etsy shop or your website, even better if it's a website. Another way is to run Facebook ads, and I'm going to show you how. So for example, I would create a new campaign and then I would create leads, because that's how you add ads. And here there's multiple ways you can do this. So for example, if we go to the ad set, we can use either instant forms or we can use website. I prefer to use website, but you do need Facebook Pixel. And I'm sorry if this is sounding a little complicated. If you want, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna make a completely detailed video how to use Facebook ads for beginners when you don't have a website. But for this, I'm just gonna try to make it quick. So we could use instant forms and then just set up the instant form. So basically just go through everything, make sure your budget isn't this high, let's say €2 a day. And then you for the audience, choose the country for sure. So choose the US, or ideally I would go to my Etsy analytics and see which state in the US is performing best, or which country is performing best. And then I would add it here. Then choose your gender, usually female. And for placement, I personally would go first with Facebook feed only. And I know it sounds crazy because a lot of people are like, who uses Facebook anymore? But this placement is the cheapest and it generates the best results for me. So the first campaign I launch is always only with this placement. And then later I will add Instagram to the picture. So, or I will even run Advantage. But the first campaign is only on Facebook to test the creative out and see if it's working for me. Then you go to your ad creation, and over here, you're gonna create your ad and create your form. So again, if you want me to go more in depth, let me know. But now we're gonna move back to our SEO. So you may ask why I didn't start immediately with the product you're gonna sell. And that is because the competition is high and we need to find other ways to sell on Etsy. But let's go to the actual sales. So this is a lot about your buyer's intent. So a lot of people talk about target audience and finding the perfect audience, and that is good, all great. But what I like to think about is, what is my buyer thinking and what is their intention behind this search? So if somebody is looking for a free digital planner, they're not ready to buy. They usually want a freebie, and still there's a chance that they're gonna like your freebie so much that they're gonna purchase the full version. So usually when I create a free digital planner, it has a broader strategy. So the free version usually includes, maybe 30 pages or 10 pages or something small. And then the full version is going to be the whole 400 plus pages planner, if that makes sense. So they see the value from the small snippet of it, and then they want to purchase the whole thing. So now we're going to go here and we're going to look for the buyer intent. So this is the intention, is to get attention, basically, get them subscribe the newsletter. That's my only goal here, because a lot of people don't believe in the newsletter marketing. It's not dead. Trust me, trust my clients that generate a lot of money from it. But it's, the intention here is low. Now let's go to the purchase intent. So I'm going to type in digital planner Again, we're gonna check out what they show us. So again, Good Notes Planner, Best Digital Planner. So things like that is already something that I like more. We also have Etsy Digital Planner, but this one I would avoid because you're gonna compete with Etsy. And why would I run ads and compete with Etsy? I don't want to do that because it's going to be more expensive for me than it's going to be for Etsy to run the same ad. But if we have Best Digital Planner, this could be, again, a blog, for example. So you could write a blog post with 5 best digital planners. How is this related to SEO? Well, blogs are definitely related to SEO more than anything else. Basically, the way SEO works, it's text, and Google likes text, and the more text you have, the better your SEO will be. Well, if, for example, you have 2 websites and one website has 1 blog post and another has 100 blog posts and they're quality blog posts, which one do you think Google will prefer? So this could be something like that. We could also sell already, because if somebody's looking for the best digital planner for themselves, they're ready to buy. So again, you would go here and check it out. One more thing we're gonna try is we're gonna type in buy digital planner Good Notes. This would be, I think, the most specific one. And then you see that it's 0 to 10 searches, which is still, I would still pay attention to this. But let's try buy digital planner. Maybe it's gonna be less competitive or less crazy. So again, see this, the competition is very high, but there's some monthly searches and the low range bid is good. This one is a little high, but in general, it's okay. So I would try to run ads with this. If you want to run ads with Google, there's 2 things you need to know. One, I would definitely run search ads, and I would definitely run Google Shopping ads. If you want me to include a video about that, I can do that. Let's just leave me a comment in the description. I'm a small channel. I'll create basically anything you want. So now let's go to the meaty part, which is the most important thing for you to know. Actually going on Etsy and searching here. This is the main thing you need to know. This is the main thing you need to do. I don't know why more people don't talk about it. It's the best strategy you could find. In the blogging world and SEO world in Google, definitely everyone talks about this. In Etsy, I don't know why it's not as talked, maybe because there's so many tools out there. Anyways, the first thing we're gonna do is we're not gonna use our browser to search, because obviously, as you can see, because I've searched for digital planners before, that's all I see right now, which is still fine. I could still find what they're looking for, and I could still look at these keywords. So I would definitely make a copy of these keywords and see where it takes me. And again, these keywords, once you find them, you can always go back to Google and check it out. But what I would do is I would actually go to an incognito guest Etsy place, and then I would type in here digital planner, iPad planner, and see what's showing up. So it's basically showing the similar things for me. It could be because I'm in the same location, I'm using the same internet, so they know my IP address, but still we can get some information here. So here we have some ideas, and this is the most important thing. And I usually just screenshot this, and what I do next is I add them to my Google Sheets. So I would go ahead, insert image, insert in cell, and I would add this here. So let's say I do this, and I'm gonna insert this one, and I'm just gonna drag and drop over here. And then we're gonna insert the image and just have it with us. So we're gonna expand the cell so you can see. And here it is. So I'm not gonna type it out because it's just the first step, but I'm gonna go ahead and see what else I can do. Then I can go ahead and choose which one I'm more interested in. Obviously, the higher up it is, the better. And the way it works is very simple. If Etsy is suggesting it, that means that people are searching for it. That's it. So now I can turn it on, and now we're gonna get information which is how many results with ads. And that's always what I copy. So I'm gonna go back to my sheet. I'm gonna add the results with ads, and I'm gonna add the title. Usually for this, I am going to add multiple ones from here. And then again, you can take this and add it to your Google and see. So this is the results of your competitors, how many products we have. And if I put this in Google, so let's delete this and add it here, we're gonna see how many people are actually looking for it. So as you can see, from 1,000 to 10,000, the competition is high, obviously. So we're gonna copy that and we're gonna add it here and have that information with us. So basically, this is the first step I would take when I'm searching for a new product. And that's all I would do. I would just test it on Etsy, test it on Google Ads, and decide on the product I would create. Now, this shouldn't take you more than an hour, and you should start creating your products. So next to this, I will always have a new tab, and over here, I'm gonna have my one thing that I chose, my main keyword, and then I'm gonna paste it over here and create the product. So I would say, for example, product number 1, and then create that, and I can insert a tick box. So once it's created, I just mark it. That's it. No matter how good your strategy is to find your winning products, you will still need to test them out. So no matter what Google says, no matter what Etsy says, you still need to test it out, see how the competitors are next to you, how the audience is reacting, make changes. So basically the idea is that you start testing your product as soon as possible. As soon as you can sell something, do it, and then make changes after. I hope that this video is helpful. If you want me to create a full SEO strategy where I share the exact spreadsheet that I'm using, let me know in the comments, and see you next time.